Hello all you amazing people, and remember you're always amazing because you clicked on the small YouTuber's video. Currently we're at 969 subscribers. Nice. And in today's video we're going to be testing out my level 70 Albedo. I did just pull him. He's not exactly the best. His defense, as I was talking, we were losing stacks, so he doesn't have the best of defense right now, or he doesn't have his max defense, I would say. He does have a decent 1-to-2 ratio. It's not like the best, but I mean, you look at this, he's got a lot of geo damage bonus. His best in slot sword, level 90, it's pretty good now, and his artifacts are basically just the generic artifacts, right? You get defense, geo damage bonus, crit rate. I'm pretty sure this is his only artifact that is actually good. Like, this is only 6%, yeah, 13. It's all, I guess this one can be good also. This gives him most of his crit rate. But I guess, most of these are pretty bad, and even my Ito has a bad helmet, so I don't really know what to say about that. But looking at his talents, it's level 6. He's basically a max level 70 Albedo. Wow. Albedo has taken so much of my Mora. I want a triple crown Nahida, which is why this is probably going to be my only showcase I do for Albedo for at least a little bit. Because sadly, even as an Ito main, I can't raise Albedo because I want that Nahida, man. I need Kusanali. At the end, I'll switch Ito and Albedo's artifacts so that way, they can get the best of the best. At the end, I'll switch Ito and Albedo's artifacts here, but you can't really showcase Albedo on too many other teams. It just really doesn't work out. Mono Geo is where you want to run Albedo, really. I don't know any other places where Albedo is actually useful. We'll see. If you know any teams that Albedo's really good on, then, just put them in the comment section and I'll incorporate it into my level 80 showcase. Because eventually I will do a level 80 showcase. I never knew that you could catch fireflies there. Alright, so let's get into it. I mean, this is gonna be so easy. It's so obvious. Like, this team's gonna destroy. Like, Albedo, the real thing that I'm looking for Albedo here is we're gonna have to compare him to basically Bennett, right? We're gonna have to compare the damage that he gives to the damage that Bennett gives, basically. So looking at it, he's doing 12,000 on crit hits. Very good, but I mean, Ito killed him too fast. No. But yes, that was Albedo, basically. That was Albedo. He's got 2,097 defense. Realistically, this is one of those characters that you would want to level 90 because their defense is going to go up a lot. So let me just look up his level 90 defense. His level 90 defense is 876, which is 200 extra defense on this. It's a lot more, okay? So Albedo, he needs, he's one of those characters that you want to get to level 90. It's kind of like Zhongli and how crazy his HP, because, it's in the thousands that it goes up by. So you really get a lot of benefit from leveling him up to level 90. So we've seen what Albedo was doing. He was doing like 12k every, I think it's 1 second or maybe 2 seconds. We'll just pop this down and we'll see. All right. Also, with Zhongli, he's able to actually, also proc, extra damage from the flower, right? So yeah, let's go because, so now we know Albedo, it's like every, 2-ish seconds, maybe like 1.5 seconds, he's getting like 12k damage. So let's see how much damage my Ito can do with Bennett instead of Albedo. Because realistically, Albedo, you can actually just remove him. If you want more DPS and that's all you really care about, you can remove Zhongli. Because realistically, Ito's going to be able to actually tank a hit and he's going to not get, stunned by it or staggered by it because he has resistance, right? Alright, here we go. I imagine I know how this is going to go. Sadly, yeah, most likely 57,000. Yeah, realistically, I'm not expecting Albedo to make that recovery. Just Ito hyper carrying is just too strong. All right. So now we're going to test out Albedo, but with Ito's artifacts, because we just come over here and we can see how crazy my Ito's artifacts are. He's got 100+ crit damage and then 48 crit rate, which is really good for Ito because he already has built-in crit rate. So let's switch up all these artifacts. I'm not going to switch his hat because there's literally no benefit towards it. I think actually for Albedo, this hat is better because it actually gives you stats that you can use. I guess for his burst, you can use that 9.9% attack. But let's just get into it. I imagine, let's look at his defense now. Oh, so looking at his stats now, we can see 53, 158. However, his defense is lower, so we'll see how well this goes So we should be getting an extra 50%. So I'm imagining maybe like 18k on these hits. I've seen Albedo be able to hit for 40 to like 50k on off-field damage, which is really good. But we'll have to see how good that actually ends up being. So let's just look at it here. 22? That's not with like the massive huge buff either. That's not like an insane thing to say that he's gonna be able to do. Hold on. Albedo with 22,000, 17,000 there. But just looking at it, give it a minute. Yeah, see, this is where I'm like, is it actually? Yeah, and then you have to, it seems like you have to hit them. So I've been a little back and forth on like whether you have to hit the opponent, because when looking at Albedo's thing, maybe I missed it, but it doesn't say that you have to hit the opponent. But every single time I hit the opponent, I can sit there for literally no time at all and it'll proc, and then I can sit there for 5 days and it won't proc. Oh, please no.
Who wants some of this? Attaboy.
That's a problem. All right, let's see. What's okay. So we're gonna try this again, and then at the end here we'll use his burst. It shouldn't be affected too much by using Goro's Q. Had a little bit of problems. All right, so let's see. What is the damage numbers we're looking at here? So 23,000 is what we're looking at. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, 23,000. Nah, that's great. So here we're just gonna try and see what his burst damage looks like. So it shouldn't matter too much with this. So 13,000. Yeah, definitely not what you would expect to see, but I mean, you know, it is only level 1. I forgot that I don't have it leveled up, so you know, there is some sort of like, it does damage, but it doesn't do damage. Personally, that burst isn't going to do damage. I don't think that burst is doing damage. It can help with some smaller enemies, because I do know that it goes like massive explosions at some point. I know it can help with smaller enemies. Yes, 7 fatal blossoms will be generated. So basically, it'll explode afterwards and do a lot of stuff. So very nice. So yeah, Albedo, he seems pretty good. You know, 20k off-field damage if I ever get to that point, because to be fair, that's a lot. That I mean, you look at this artifact right here and you tell me, is this realistic for like most people? Like, it is insane. We'll see how well he can actually improve by that, but I don't know. I think Albedo will be a welcome addition to my Geo team in due time. However, I'm not sure if he's always gonna be like that. Well, I'm seriously gonna have to farm Husk again. It is, I have no words. Like, I have to farm Husk again. Like, I mean, look at my Ito's artifacts. These were my Ito's artifacts. They're so good, except for this one. This is the only bad one. If we can get like a 20 crit damage thing here, then he's at like 290. Oh no, I thought he was at 270. No, wait, why did I think my Ito was at 270 crit damage? He's not. He's at, 247. Great. But yeah, my Zhongli was using Tenacity of the Millith. Not that it matters, because he doesn't scale with attack. Only for the burst that matters. And then my Goro C6 level 13 talent. Great addition. If you have Ito and Goro's on a banner and you still don't have him, then you need to get Goro, because this Goro, the fully built up level 13 C6 Goro, doubles Ito's damage. So definitely need to get this guy in order for Ito to be at his peak. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.